Hello all, this is Maxine with the sliding scale of living natural, and today I want to show you my newborn cloth diaper stash. This is a sample, and I say a sample because I have 15 of these total and 6 of these total, but I only brought one out to show you. First, I want to speak about these 2 diapers, the Lil Joeys. I went to a baby show or baby expo in New York last year, and Kanga Care was there. They had diapers for sale at a special, and I purchased a few. I didn't go too crazy. So I have this one here on the smallest setting to show you how small this diaper can get with the umbilical cord snapped down. And this is the diaper not snapped at all. So you technically have 2 settings on that side and 2 settings here, down here, with these 2 in the middle being the umbilical cord snap part. My baby was pretty big. He was 8 pounds, 7 ounces at birth. So he didn't use the small row. He only used this top row. And I had him at this setting the whole time. We didn't really get to use this one, mainly because it didn't fit snugly around his waist. He was, even though he was big, he was tall, more tall and skinny. So he needed it to be narrow here, but the rise is where he needed the size. So he grew out the rise before he can move on to this next snap. On the inside, they have the double leg gussets, which is reflected here on their patented tag. That to me wasn't a big to do. I know a lot of people like it, but it was just there. It made it difficult to spray in between here. But the whole diaper by itself was hard to spray because when you hold it, it maintains this U-like shape. So I would have to pretty much bend it out like that in order to spray it off. Because even then, it still kind of goes back to the shape. Some people complain about the shape making it hard to wash, because in the wash it would just stay closed like this, and would not wash the inside of the diaper, and it would not dry it. I didn't have that issue. As you can see, the diaper seems pretty clean, but it was a nice diaper. It lasted a while. My child actually grew out the size of the diaper before the absorbency, which I know is opposite for most people. But yeah, I have 2 of those because they come in a set of 2. Also from Kanga Care, I got this Ecoposh bamboo fitted. It is the same cut of the Lil Joeys. But if you notice, there are more rise snaps, or more waist snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side, with the lower one as well, and also the snap down in the middle. Now my child also, same thing, outgrew the rise before he even got to these other snaps settings. This one is stretchier than the other, than the Lil Joeys, which made a better fit. It's snug around him. This also is different because it has a snap in, see, it snaps, tongue style with 2 flaps in the inside, and I really like that feature. It's really soft. I wish I had bought more of these, and these actually are more expensive, but I did wish I bought them more. And I did buy a cover to go with that, because this doesn't have a waterproof barrier. You do have to pair it with a cover. So I purchased a cover to go with it. And this cover actually lasts. My child is still able to fit into this cover, and he's over 15 pounds now. It has the 3x3 rise setting, and I got it in the Velcro or touch tape or hook and loop, Aplex, whatever you want to call it. I didn't have any issues with it coming undone in the wash on the laundry tabs, and it sticks pretty nice. I don't have much to say about it. I just have the elastic right here in the front, which I actually appreciate. Some people don't like that feature, and it has it in the back, and also double leg gussets here as well, which that I did like in this one. So in the cover I like the double leg gussets, but in the Lil Joeys it didn't matter. That's kind of interesting. So that's all I got from Kanga Care. And those diapers did fit from birth, under the umbilical cord, and even the cover, even though it doesn't have a snap down, it still fit under the cord stump. Next, I have my Smart Bottoms. This is in denim, and it has the dip down, and it has a 2x2 rise. Again, because my baby was so tall, he never fit this diaper on the lowest rise setting. He started with it all the way open, and this diaper has rolled elastics. This one is all natural fibers in the inside, and also a snap-in insert, and it has a sleeve-like style pockets where you can add extra absorbency. I really like this diaper, even though it was the first one he grew out of. It was also one of the first ones he fit into. So, I do like this print as well. It's really soft. It's very absorbent. I think the only issue I had was in the beginning. I didn't prep it well enough, and of course, it didn't absorb and it leaked right through. The rolled elastics, I didn't have any issues making sure that the innards were tucked in, because like I said, it fits pretty well where it's easy to do. So I only had one of these. I wish I had more, but at the same time, I don't wish I had more, because I had a big baby and he grew out of it so quickly that I didn't get to use it that long. Next, I want to talk about my Grovia. It's the Grovia New Style with the encased leg elastics. This one also has a 2x2 rise. He did snap down in the beginning. This one is also very stretchy, and the micro fleece is very soft. This insert is sewn in, so there's no snapping. And this part would be wet. After the whole diaper is dried, this part might still be a little damp, and I would have to put it through the dryer again or hang it up. But that wasn't too big of a deal. This diaper also was very absorbent. It fit under the stump, even though there is no dip or snaps to snap it down. I like this diaper so much. This one fit for a good while. Longer than actually the Lil Joeys and the Smart Bottoms. And here is the Thirsties. This is the natural Thirsties. This one doesn't feel as soft as the others, because there is no fleece or anything, and this one's pretty stained pretty badly. I have not sunned any of the diapers, so the staining that you see is what is there. And as you can tell, like with the Grovia, that material doesn't stain. But The Thirsties has the panel, tummy panel here. It has 2 flaps for the insert that are attached here. And this one is the trimmest, one of the trimmest diapers that I have. And it was very absorbent. So compared to the Grovia, they're both just as trim. And they're both probably equally absorbent. But they're made out of different fabric. And this does also have the 2x2 rise settings with an umbilical snap down. And he did start off with the snap down. And I want to say this is the diaper that fit him the longest. So he was able to fit it right away. And it fit him the longest out of all the ones that fit him right away, which I'll get into a little bit later. This one is a blueberry Simplex diaper. This is the print roundabout. This one also has an umbilical cord snap down and 3 snaps on each side. There we go. It has rolled elastics, leg elastics, which, let me talk about that now. So this diaper, it fit from the beginning, but I had leaks in the beginning. Mostly because his legs were not chunky enough to keep the rolled elastics rolled in. So the innards would come out and it would wick onto his clothing. And when he got chunkier, his legs would keep the elastics rolled in. And then I didn't have any leaks. But in the beginning, it was a little frustrating. The inside of this diaper, this one is a bird's eye cotton. It has a small tummy panel, and it has a tongue style insert flap, which I always tucked in because I just prefer it that way. You can leave it out if you like, but it does agitate in the wash. No unstuffing needed, which is nice. And like I said, this diaper was easy to spray off. All the diapers were easy to spray off except for the Lil Joeys. And I know you don't have to spray off newborn or breastfed newborn diaper poop because it is water soluble. However, I like to do so. First of all, I used it as my pre-wash. Plus, I think it just kept the diapers cleaner. So, next I'm going to talk about these two. These two are Kawaii, the Kawaii Green Baby. And these are technically a newborn diaper, even though they're more like a first year's diaper. They last up to 25 pounds. So my baby still fits into these with it fully open. They only come in Velcro, and this is a minky material. And it came in a 24 pack of all colors, but I sold the girl colors and kept about 15, which were boy and gender neutral colors. This is bamboo on the inside. It's a pocket style diaper with 2 bamboo inserts. Each diaper comes with 2. It has a tummy panel. This tummy panel is different because it is a bamboo material. It's not a PUL material, but it still works. These laundry tabs stayed really well in the beginning, and then after a while they started coming undone in the wash. And some of them, if you can see, the tab is shorter than the actual Velcro, So even though it stayed, I guess, fastened in the wash, it would still snag because there's some left over to snag on. Both diapers are the same thing, just the outside is different. I had a love-hate relationship with these diapers. The inserts are great. They're very observant, very trim. These diapers, they look good under clothing. You can't tell he's wearing a diaper under a cloth diaper under clothing when he was wearing these. However, I would always get wicking around the legs. I don't know why, but it seems like the onesie would kind of like get tucked under, just enough under the diaper that it would wick onto his legs, just on the corner part of his onesies. But I love the fit during different stages. In the beginning, it was way bulky. It did not fit under the umbilical cord, so I had to wait for him to wear these. And also, because these are China-made diapers, well, I'm assuming it's because of that, or because the company is not as responsible when it comes to their manufacturing. Each diaper was slightly different. So even though they are the same diaper and I have them on the same setting, the measurements were not the same on every diaper. So for instance, this diaper, if I line it up, like these ones are pretty similar, but there are other ones where the leg elastic was a little bit longer, or not even, or even the whole diaper itself was a different size. See, you can kind of tell it's a little bit off. It's like a 1/4 of an inch longer. The diaper on the bottom is 1/4 of an inch longer than the one on the top. And so each diaper fit differently. I know when you're doing quality assurance, you kind of have a plus or minus whatever figure that the company sets for them to be consistency amongst the products, but this one does not have consistency amongst their product. Like I said, one diaper will fit smaller than another, so I wouldn't, when I went up on the rise setting on one, I might not have to go up on the rise setting on another for another week or so. And that was a little off-putting and a little bit more frustrating to deal with, because I would have gapping in some diapers and I wouldn't have gapping in others. I don't know if I mentioned, like I said, because those are China-made diapers, these all are U.S. brands. I believe all of them are made in the U.S. If not, if they were made in China, they were responsibly made in China, and supervised by a U.S. brand. So now I'm going to talk about the Prefolds. So the Prefolds, this one is an OsoCozy size 1, 7 to 15 pounds. I got this for free on Amazon. When you have a baby registry and so much money is spent from your registry, you get a diaper completion or a diaper incentive. And instead of buying disposable diapers, I got cloth diapers. So there are 4 layers and 8 layers in the middle. I like it for the absorbency, but I didn't like it for the fit. So again, there are some productivity issues with this. It's supposed to be exact thirds, but the 8 layers isn't exactly in a third. So there's a stitching here and a stitching here to kind of show you where the third is. However, the 8 layers, here's a stitching here. The 8 layers stop right here. So you can feel it's thicker. So technically the 8 layers stop here, and that's not a third. And so when I try to do a trifold, it's weird because now it trifolds like this. So it doesn't trifold the way it's supposed to, which would be from here and like this. And so then it won't stay. And if you try to fold it where the fabric ends, it still looks funny. Now it's big for the cover or the diaper you're putting it in. And it was just kind of awkward. It's also awkward to stuff into a pocket because it doesn't stay tri-folded. The other thing is that I found the rise to be longer than needed, but then the wings too short. So snapping it onto baby, when you do the angel wing fold, I would have to fold this down. And then you try to snappy these, but it was too short to snappy around and made the snappy super tight around his belly. So if this was a little bit shorter and then a little bit wider, it might have fit better on him. Even with the jelly roll fold, it wasn't ideal. In the earlier stages it was because he was smaller, but now, or even right after, it's just not ideal. It works. Like I said, it's very absorbent, it's fast absorbing, and it works. But it's a little cumbersome to deal with. For now, I'm just using them as a nighttime diaper solution. I put a bamboo or a hemp behind this, or sandwich it in between, and I stuff it into a pocket, and it works for overnights. Now on to my Wham diapers. I got three Wham diapers from 2 different companies. Purchased them off on Etsy. First we talk about this one. This one is from Arabella Clothing. She is a maker who would put any theme you like on a diaper. And I kind of custom made mine a little bit. I asked her to do color snaps. The rainbow snap, kind of like how Lullaby Baby does it. And it has a hip snap, which I feel like it was too far, because if you weren't in these closer snaps, I mean, then you can snap it. But the moment you come out here, then you have this male snap. Actually, it's a female snap. You have this female snap exposed onto the baby's skin. And I just felt that it was weird. But I only purchase Wham diapers if they have a unique feature. And of course, the picking any team was the one unique feature. The second unique feature is that she has a side pocket. So I thought that was interesting. This is a jersey knit wicking jersey, but like I said, the side pocket, and everything agitates out in the wash, and I like that. There you go, the lighting. But one thing I didn't like, like I said, or before I get to that, it doesn't stain, it washes easy. Like I said, it agitates out. I had no issues. The PUL seems to be very good quality. So, speaking of the PUL, the PUL is a separate, the outside fabric is not PUL. So she took a PUL fabric and put it under or in between the print and the jersey. And she stitched it, as you can tell. So there's a problem with that. So even though there is a hidden layer of PUL here, because the elastics, it's encased with the non-PUL fabric over on top of the PUL fabric. So when baby wets and it soaks into the soaker, the insert, it kind of starts wicking onto the non-PUL fabric, and I found this whole diaper to be wet as if it were a fitted instead of as if it was made of PUL. So his diaper has leaked or wicked through this whole diaper as if it was a fitted, and that I did not like. I do like the diaper. I liked how it fit. Of course, I love the print because I chose it. And I like her side pocket, which is the unique feature, or the reason why I purchased it, or second reason why I purchased it. And this is going to be a keepsake diaper. I'm not going to sell it or anything just because I like it so much. Next, we have, let's see, can't see that. Everyday Notions. That's her. So I got one in snaps, one in hook and loop, and I really like these diapers. She has one row of snaps, an umbilical cord snap down, 2x2 rise snap. This was supposed to have a rise snaps, but something, I don't know what happened, why they weren't put there. But because it has Velcro, it has the dip down instead of the snap down version. They both fit under the umbilical cord. This one I was able to put them on right away, but this one, because the rise snaps were missing, I wasn't. But I'm sure if it did have the rise snaps, I would be able to use it right away. It has rolled elastics. I never had to make sure that these elastics were rolled in, like the innards were not sticking out. And I think it's because of the cut of the diaper. If you look how it's just sticking out, or when you lay it flat, the innards already come in. So there's more PUL fabric that comes in. Whereas on others, you see the innard fabric coming out this way, and the PUL fabric starts there. So you don't have to roll it. It's like already rolled for you. I love the tummy panel, how wide and how it curves and concaves. And this pocket. I love the generosity of the pocket. It is an all-in-one. Let me show you. And it has two tongue style that come out. You can lay it on top if you like, because this is natural fibers. My lighting keeps changing. And it agitates out in the wash, so you don't have to unstuff it if you do choose to put it in the pocket. I always put it in the pocket. I just like how clean it looks when the inserts are stuffed in. But these are very absorbent materials. I was able to use this as a nighttime diaper throughout, up until he grew out of the diaper. So he never outgrew the absorbency of this diaper. I think I've had him in this diaper for 6 hours before. So So the difference between the two diapers, as far as the absorbent part, is this: the top layer is the same, but under is made of Zorb. And I really like Zorb because it's fast absorbing like microfiber without the bulk. And I'm all into non-bulky diapers. I want my diapers to look like they're wearing disposable when they're wearing their clothing, and you can't tell that they're wearing cloth diapers. So the Velcro on this is extremely strong. It's one of the strongest Velcros that I've seen. I don't know how it compares to other Velcro like Tot Spots because I don't have one, but I can't do it with one hand. It never comes undone in the wash. But one thing that I do have noticed is that the loops on the diaper are not as tight as the loops on the laundry tab. So the loops here, the Velcro is stickier on the laundry tab than it is on the diaper itself, which actually I believe is a smart idea because, like I said, they never come undone in the wash or in the dryer. But I did like this diaper. I actually loved how this diaper looked on baby. And the Zorb was a big difference. So this, because of the Zorb material, this diaper was trimmer. This diaper was trimmer than this one. And I believe it might have lasted an extra hour. But they're both very absorbent diapers. Once you prep them, they were pretty awesome diapers. So thank you to Everyday Notions. She does make one-size diapers, but they're pockets. And I wish she make one-size diapers the same cut style as she in all-in-ones, just like these newborn ones. So I might try to contact her and see if she can make an all-in-one, one-size diaper just like these, because they were awesome. Like I said, baby's 15 pounds now. I could probably still get this one on him, even though it still be small in the rise just a little bit. But out of all the diapers, this one lasted the longest as far as his size. And this one also, I would say, would be third in line. So it was this one first, this one second, then this one third, as far as when he grew out of them. Of course, the Kawaii Baby diapers, these two, are good up until 25 pounds. So he's still got a lot of wear out of there. He's not crossed over, but he's right next to when the tabs are closed. But he's all the way out. Like I said, he's pretty tall. He was tall from birth. He was like 22 inches when he was born. So, like I said, my issue was the rise. He grew out of the rise way before he grew out of anything, the waist or anything else. If you have any questions, let me know. But this was my newborn stash. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add was that we did do disposables in the hospital, and I had a friend who gave me the leftover disposable diapers that her baby grew out of after she opened the package. So we used disposables for the first 2 weeks for sure. I started incorporating cloth slowly into it, and was able to full-time cloth diaper when he finally lost his stump and was able to fit these, because then my stash was actually full. I was also using the Prefolds, but I did not go wholeheartedly full on into cloth diapering from the beginning. They were used as supplemental for the first 2 weeks at least before we went to full-time cloth. Or at least I should say a month, not 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks to a month. But that's it. Thank you.